So hi and welcome to another Tech Tuesday. Today we're going to take a look at the M65 Pro Optical FPS gaming mouse here from Corsair. As you know, on Tech Tuesdays I do unboxings and then I'll show you the setup of the mouse in the software, and then I will also show you some gameplay here from Battlefield 1 with some of my pros and cons for this mouse. If you want anything featured here, let me know in the comments and I'll take a look. So the box here from Corsair isn't bad. It's not up to Razer's standard if you use that kind of high quality packaging here, but it's more like a Logitech kind of standard here from Corsair. The mouse itself comes with a manual and warranty like they all do, and that's pretty much it in the box except for the mouse. So the mouse here comes with a USB port using the Corsair standard USB plug. That's always rather large in my opinion. The mouse itself's got a bit of texture on the thumb pad, and then the top's like a smooth rubber plastic. The mouse comes with a 2-year warranty. It's a 100 DPI to 1200 DPI mouse. As I said before, it's an optical mouse. This one, they do a laser one, so keep your eye out for that. This has got 3-zone RGB. It's got 8 programmable buttons. It's got a selectable pull rate from 1000 to 500 to 250 to 125. It's got onboard memory. The weight of this is 135.5 grams with all the weights in it, and 115 grams without the weights. The cable comes in at 1.8 meters and it's braided fiber. The mouse dimensions are 118 millimeters by 72 millimeters by 39 millimeters. Okay, so we're going to quickly go through the software here for the M65, show you some of the features, and then we'll show you some gameplay from Battlefield and see how the mouse performs with some pros and cons. So you want to go to Corsair's website. You want to click on support, downloads, so you can get the software for the M65, the gaming mice. You can see here M65 RGB Pro. This one is. Click the download link, or just skip it here because you're not interested, and you'll download the Corsair Utility Engine or CUE. Install this as normal, as you would do any other application. Once you're installed, you'll have the options here from Corsair and show you some advertising. Click the M65 Pro, and this will give you the effects that you want. One of my main issues is the software with Corsair. They have been it's not the best software. It's very awkward to use, I always find. So I'll show you what options there are. When you got to calibrate the surface, which is quite cool from Corsair. Drag the icon around in circular motions. This calibrates it to the mat that you're using. Got to keep it in this green zone here. The mouse is nice and calibrated. You get to performance and you can adjust this pointer speed, but I'm not going to. I don't like angle snapping. I'm going to leave it on whatever the defaults are here. I'm not particularly a fan of any of these, to be fair. I'm trying to avoid these performance settings. DPI, I'm going to set this to 600. Now, one of the cool things with the software here from Corsair is you can see the light changing on the top and what profile you're on. See the software, I'm flicking through the profile, and you can see the actual light on the top of this mouse is changing. Now, I like that. That tells you exactly what profile you want, and most of them don't show you that. So that's pretty cool from Corsair. That's one of the benefits of this software. I'm going to say it's 600. Feels a little bit frisky for me. So let's try a few different ones. Let's try 600 here, which is what I generally test my mice on. Let's try 500. Let's try 400. So 400 feels more what I'm used to. 6000 is just like, oh my god, where have you gone? So we're on 600 DPI. The lighting effects here, so you've got 3-zone RGB lighting. You can change the speed as you can do on most of them here. You can see it cycle through a lot bit more. The thing that can be a little bit annoying is you've got an RGB light on the DPI switch, but it doesn't go in sync with the other lights. So you've got 2 zones. You've got the rear and the scroll wheel, and then you've got this DPI that flicks through RGB settings on profile, and it doesn't cycle through, which is what you would kind of read from the description. The other cool thing about this Corsair software is you can actually turn off the zones, as you can see here. That's pretty cool if you don't like the mouse to glow. And you've got a few different shifting ones, colour pulse. Yeah, the usual kind of settings you have on these RGB mice. And the actions. This is where I've got a gripe with the Corsair software. It's not this mouse, it's just with Corsair software in general. It's trying to assign a key. So you click a new profile. I want to assign this to 1 and this one to 2. So click 1. Okay, and then how do I assign the key? Right, so you go, okay, macro. I want to flick it maybe down here to remap key. It gives me this gives me an option to pick a key. I don't pick a key, I just want to push a button. Like I'll just push a key on the keyboard like most of the mouse vendors let you do. Mad Catz is one of them that doesn't. Corsair is one of them that doesn't. And you have to assign a key. What? Okay, so I want to assign button 1. Numerical symbol. Is that 1 or is that an exclamation mark? I don't know. So we're going to assign that to 1, but it's not assigned yet. So is that assigned to 1? So this is where it just doesn't make sense. You remap key here, you got 1, or is that mapped to 2? 1. It's just not user friendly. All right, I use a lot of different software for mice, and I should be used to it, and if not, look, it's still on 2. It's not on 1 anymore. It's not on 1. This is my gripe with it. My main gripe with the software. There's a way of doing it. I'm going to show you that now, but it is not easy to do. So we're going to create the second action. That's also going to be a remap key here, and this is how you do it. So look how complicated this is. Remap that to 2. I'm going to remap this one to my forward button. I'm going to remap that to 1. Right, so now you should have. Yay! 1 and 2. Right, that is. It's that complicated to create a new action. You got to make the action equivalent to that button, and then you have to do a map it. Why can't I just map it here on these buttons that you've got selected? Why does that have to confuse me? Why do I have to create an action? Anyway, so let's get into playing Battlefield. So this is the first time I've used the M65 for a while, so I've got to be semi-lenient on it. Straight off the bat, I remember how I actually like the feel of this mouse. Whoa, I've not played this map before either. Part of the new DLC. Oh, sorry mate, ran right in front of your gun. So let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. Whoa, baby. First issue, well not issue, first gripe I've got with this mouse, I guess it's not even a gripe. The first thing you're going to notice with this mouse, probably people looking at it probably thinking, what the hell, is just the shape of it. It's not a conventional shape. It's not what you'd expect to use. And for some people that might put them off. But I'll go into the reason why that's very beneficial on the pros in a minute. The second gripe with this mouse is I'm definitely not a fan of the software, if you didn't notice. It's literally one of the most annoying things about Corsair that I do not like about their kit is the software. It needs some work in my opinion for like assigning the keys. It needs to be a bit more user friendly. It has some nice features like you can turn off some of the RGB lighting, but like key assignment, it's just awkward. See, I've reassigned my buttons right, left and right. Oh, not working. Oh, software, man. So the other issue I've got, it's not really an issue, is that the side plastic where your thing and thumb would sit is a little bit rough. I can see where they've textured it. Most other mice have a bit of a rubber siding. Well, not all, some of them do. This one doesn't. Thank you. Finally. So, you know, they put a nice little bit of texture on there to make it grippy, but it makes it feel a little bit rough. So the sniper button, which is probably one of the main features they try and sell on this. Alright, nice to shoot me. It's a good idea. But in reality, when you're trying to snipe and you're trying to use your hand, it is not easy to use. Get my feel for it now. It's not easy to use the sniper button. And I generally used it originally for reassignment of other keys. So like maybe a grenade or something like that over the sniper button itself. Still loving this thing though. Still loving this thing. So the other gripe for people on this is going to be the weight. 115 grams with no weights in it. It is quite a heavy mouse, so it should be. And 135 with... Whoa. Train shoot me. And 135 grams with the weights in it. I think that's including the cable from what I can tell. Same idea. That was a plane. So some people might not like it as an FPS mouse, even with the weights out of it at the moment that I've got. I'm playing with it quite nice, I think, at the minute. I'm starting to get used to it. Like I say, I've not played with it for a while, so apologies for some of my missed shots here. I like to try and show it straight off the bat how it is. So we test quite a lot of mice, if you've noticed. What the hell? I don't like those guys. train. Coming a bit late on this game. And the other gripe I've got, con I guess you could say, is the cable on this is only 1.8 meters. You just feel a little bit shorter than most other mice cables, which are about 2 meters. So if you're trying to route your cabling around your desk a little bit, this is going to cause a little bit of a problem. You'd have to use a USB extender. At the end of the world. But, you know, not ideal. Bam, nice shot. So getting into the pros there. I originally said the mouse is a little bit of an unconventional shape. And it is. You know, it's not your standard shape here. But for me, it fit pretty much perfectly into my hand. I use kind of a claw, kind of palm grip on this, I guess. Not fully palmed, but I guess I've kind of picked my 2 fingers up for left and right mouse button a little bit. I've really been a fan of the planes. But the shape itself is good. You know, can't really argue. I like the shape of this mouse. I'm certainly a fan of it, even though it's a little bit weird, the shape of it. This comes with the 20 million click on ROM switches, and they feel lovely. I love these switches. Love them, love them, love them. That was my pilot who jumped out. Oh no, that wasn't a good idea. Realize that far out of the area. I'll teach that sniping mofo, isn't it? Well, I am a sniper. So I usually show you BF1 and the games that I'm playing. Let me know if you want me to play something else. Maybe Call of Duty or something. I only play Battlefield and I play sniping because this one is, you can see it continuously working on shots. I can't play unknown. And 2, I want to show you the sniping effect. I want to show you how accurate it is when I'm sniping. Which I think is going to be difficult if I'm just shooting from the hip all the time. There you go. Sneaky mother trucker. I love these switches, and the sides feel really good. The only probably a little bit of a thing to watch out for is the sniper button can feel a little bit weird. You have to push it quite deep. Push it deep. I shoot him there. Whereas the front and back buttons here are perfect. I love them the right size. They are a little bit small, but they fit really nice because they kind of protrude out as you move your finger around. This mouse for me is one of the best scroll wheels I think I've ever used. It is a dream to use. Hello, shooting the legs, but hey, shot's a shot, right? One of the best scroll wheels. It's lovely to use. It's got quite a light. I missed it twice, man. It's got quite a light, like tactile scroll feel, I guess you'd say. So I flipped to my pistol and stupid, can't use my buttons. The motion on this for me is perfect. You know, I've used a few Logitech ones. The 903's got a nice scroll wheel compared to the 502, but you know, this one's got the best scroll wheel, I think. It's nice and smooth. It's really gentle to use. And it's like lovely rubber-like grip. What do you call it? Think of the name. You know what you call it. Man, they're pinning us back here big time. Get out. It's a kick, man. The hill advantage. Sit back a little bit. So the bonus on this is what they call. They say it's a 3-zone RGB line. It's not 3 zones you'd expect it to be. It doesn't cycle through them in a rainbow effect. So as far as I know, you can't do that. It has this DPI RGB, the 3rd zone. But I love the rear RGB on this. Still not got my zoom in on this yet. Aye. The friendly sniper. Actual assist. Now we get the hill mofos. Struggling out. I do like on the RGB Light and how the back kind of lights the mat up. That's really cool. I'm not seen that before on any mouse map. I've not seen that before on any mouse. I like the way it does that effect. Oh, 3 misses. And I like the way you can turn the lighting on and off on the RGB. So if you don't like the mouse lit up, you can actually turn that off. That's a nice little touch. Someone found that trade up and there is. Although I'm missing quite a few shots here, I do like the sensor. And it is a very good sensor. 12 DPI, 1200 DPI sensor. I don't have any issue with it. %hit. Damn, man. Just rounds down chamber then. Just gonna get used to it. Missed quite a few shots then, really. Not acceptable, Bob. The other good thing about this mouse, another pro, is the ability to change the weight on it. There's a few mice that allow you to do that, a few of the Logitech ones. And you got nailed, man. And of course, I've done that. It'd be nice to see Razer do that, but they don't generally seem to allow you to do that. They'll give you that ability to do it. So on this version Corsair, having it's easy to change as well. It's not difficult. Oh, it's not it's not a difficult thing to do. Got 3 weights to change in it under these little screws underneath it. And you can play around with them and alter up to 20 grams difference. That's a really good touch. I like the fact it's got braided cable. And I also like the way the top feels in this. So I didn't like the sides of it. And I'm not a big fan. I mean, you don't really notice when you're playing it, but I am a fan of the actual top surface of it. I wish they'd done the whole mouse in that, but I guess that could have made it a little bit slippy. Would have been nice for maybe to have used a rubber instead, like some of the mice have done. That would have been quite nice. But the overall top of it's nice. So overall, I'm a fan of this mouse. I was using this instead of my Lance head until recently. Lance head replaced it from Razer. The Lance head replaced it recently, and then I've moved on down to the 903 Logitech. So I hope this has helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see some more of these, let me know what you want to say. Damn it. And until then, I will see you again. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.